Plaintiff Timothy Brunn says he's known the defendant for 20 years, and they used to play music together. Timothy's suing his former friend because he claims he purchased a tape deck from the defendant, then allowed the defendant to borrow it back. But now he refuses to return it. Defendant Joel Justin claims after he met Timothy, his career took off, while Timothy's tanked. Joel claims he moved to L.A. and started working with some big-name celebrities, such as Aretha Franklin and Johnny Cash. Joel admits that he still has the tape deck and says the reason he never returned it was because he never got around to it.
Tell me what happened.
I've known Joel for 20 years or more, and I met him while we were working on a van for a music store, and we're both into music. He had a band playing, and I was just writing some music, so he had a recording studio in his basement, and I recorded a album down there. After I got done, he said something about he was going to upgrade his recorder. So we had talked about
How long ago was that?
That's pretty close to 18, 19 years ago.
Okay. Album didn't do that well?
We never, just kind of personal album.
All right. So it wasn't nationally distributed. Okay.
No, I'm not that good of a musician.
Right. So I thought you'd get royalties and keep going for 20.
Good news is to know the difference between what you can and what you can't do.
All right, well, good.
So,
should have just stayed in the shower, saved some studio time.
Exactly.
I mean, if you say you're not that good, but go ahead, that's what I do. Or in the car.
I purchased his old tape deck, and he purchased his new one, and 6 months later or so, after I got done recording all my music, because I had everything I needed to record at my house now, so he borrowed the tape deck back so he could bounce some of his old music to his new tape deck.
How do you remember all these specifics 20 years ago?
I'm going to say it's about 89 is when I purchased the tape deck from
19 years ago.
Yeah.
You remember all these specifics you're giving me?
Yeah.
He walked out the room. Sir, do you see if you have memory like that? Because I know if you guys are rock stars, you didn't kill half of your...
brain cells.
Yeah, your brain cells getting high. Go ahead. You tell me.
His career tanked, mine took off is what happened, actually.
Okay, good. You can pay this money. Go ahead. If you're that big, go ahead.
No, that's
you tell me, though, what happened 19 years ago?
I moved to L.A. I had the opportunity to start working with some major people as a guitarist, singer, producer.
Okay. Do I know any you think I might
Franklin.
know? Who?
Aretha Franklin.
Oh, my goodness.
Temptations.
She's my friend and my neighbor in Detroit area. I love Aretha.
Toured with Robert Palmer. Temptations, yeah.
You're a Detroit man. You made Detroit, you helped put us on the map.
There you go.
Aretha, Temptations, go ahead.
Johnny Cash as a sound engineer.
Right. I like Johnny Cash, I liked his music.
So I moved to L.A. and I started doing film soundtracks and started touring.
I walked the line. See, people don't think I know. See, go ahead. Isn't that did you do that one?
No, I didn't.
You didn't do that?
I didn't get that.
Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire.
I don't know Ring of Fire. I walked the line. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I would tour cross country, whatever. I would stop in to see my parents in Indiana, who lived close to Tim. He used to be a friend, and I would go over to see him. He lettered, did a lot of lettering, and that he has a lettering company, and. He would always ask for his tape recorder back, and I was able to fluff him off and say I never got around to transferring the media. He didn't seem real insistent that he needed it back.
Don't go away. More of Judge Mathis is coming up.
Today on KCAL 9 News at noon.
Closed captioning and other consideration for Judge Mathis provided by... Plaintiff Timothy Brunn claims he used to play music with the defendant, but the defendant claims his career took off while Timothy's tanked.
It was a recorder,
it's a tape recorder.
Or guitar?
Yes,
you played the guitar.
I play the guitar, but I'm also a producer and engineer.
All right, but you strung him along with this recorder. You thought you were playing the guitar, he was playing you. Why didn't you give the man his recorder back?
I never got around to transferring...
UPS wasn't around 20 years ago?
No, it was left at my brother's or in storage in Indiana, and I was in California or Brazil.
Your brother couldn't?
I needed the machine.
Yeah, just say that.
I needed the machine
still.
still.
Well, say I didn't give it back because I needed it.
I needed it.
All right. Where is it now?
I have it in my possession.
And it's 20 years old?
That's correct.
You keep it in your possession. What is it worth?
Well, I've got off of eBay, this is just about a week ago. That's the same model machine.
And same year?
It doesn't say what year, but same model.
Because I have to depreciate it. That's what
I have
I'm
the machine here, Your Honor. I have a picture of the actual machine.
Yeah, but you want your money or you want your machine?
Well, I wanted the money because the original.
There you go. Well, let's stick with that. Now, if it's $940, that particular model, is it probably the same year? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I would think that model, I don't know how long.
That's what I'm saying. This model is probably no longer on the market at a current store.
Correct.
And this says $940. And how do we get to $1,200?
That's what I paid him for it. I was going to use it for 6
paid him?
I paid Joel for the tape deck originally.
All right. And 20
I was
years
going to use
ago?
it 20 years for the 6 months or so to record my music. And then
$1,200
resell
is your
it.
judgment. Have a good day.